Welcome to 51 Ursa Street here in Northbourne. This is a magnificent family home. My name is Tim Heavyside.
My name is Sabrina Boo. For our Chinese buyer, 这是一套完美的家庭住宅房 which means in English is a perfect family home.
It sure is. Inside, we've got our vendor. Her name is Erin. Let's go inside and we'll have a chat. Well, here we are with our vendor, Erin. Erin, you look fantastic.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being on this video.
No, absolute pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Let's talk about the home.
Yes.
What's the history? When was it built?
So it was originally built in 1959. The neighbours actually told us that the original part of the house was built by a building company called the Grays Brothers, which back in the day were your high-spec builder. And it's evident in this house the quality and the features of the time was really advanced for the type of house.
Oh, that beautiful mid-century architecture, it's stunning.
Yes.
When did you buy it and what did it look like back then?
So it's been on quite the journey. We bought it in December 2008. So we've had it for nearly 16 years. It had really good bones with the solid brick walls. We opened it up, did a full cosmetic update. And so that was stage one of the house.
Sabrina and I are both parents. I know you are as well.
Yes.
So you've actually designed and built it for your own family needs.
Yes.
But I really think it works for most families.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit more about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So when we designed the house, we needed more space for the children. Hence the room at the back. It can be used for multiple purposes. Study, playroom. The reason, like these beautiful steel doors, we made a feature, but also it creates that visual barrier that when you want to just make things tidy and disappear, they're also there.
But in recent times, you've transformed it again. Mm-hmm. What have you done recently?
So recently, we've updated the kitchen, updated the bathroom and the laundry, fully painted the place, and then also had the floors redone too. So these are Caesar stone bench tops. Mm-hmm. We have Millet appliances throughout.
Is the oven pyrolytic?
Yes. Yes.
And you've got induction cooktop?
Yes.
And I love that servery setup. Mm-hmm. What's the thought process there?
Well, just with the connection outside, again, that was part of stage one, but we always had that vision of the extension. So with the outdoor area behind us, it just gives that opportunity for people in the kitchen to be able to pass something through to those that are entertaining outside.
And then you've got the louvered roof.
Yes.
So with a touch of a switch, you can actually get indoor, outdoor sensation in terms of changing the climate, yep. But also if it is raining, you've got the perfect protection.
Yes. Well, as you just saw, it's just automatically closed because it started raining. But no, we love the louver because you can direct it how you want the light. So it can be directed to allow the morning sunlight in, the afternoon sunlight in order to lighten up the kitchen. But then yes, if it starts raining, all of a sudden it will just automatically close to protect outside.
I think the home's got great balance in terms of bedrooms, bathrooms, living area space.
Yep.
I love the fact that main bedroom is privately tucked down a little hallway.
Yes.
It's away from the children, children away from the adults. Mm-hmm. Has that been good for your family?
It has, yes. So the children are at the front of the house. I think that main bedroom at the front is one of the best bedrooms in the house. The aspect and the French doors out onto the balcony towards north is just beautiful of a morning. And then yes, our separate space, again, when we did the extension, we wanted that ensuite dressing room area and master suite, so we had our own private area as well.
The gardens are stunning. They look particularly beautiful this time of the year.
Yes.
Up the front, so it's a picturesque aspect, mm-hmm. But also it's very usable out the back.
Yep.
What type of landscaping have you gone through, you and your husband?
So we engaged in with a landscaper called Smeakin Landscaping. They did the front for us. The matured maples and pears that you can see, we love because they're deciduous, so the garden is constantly changing throughout the year. But then the space at the back is very versatile. When we did the extension, we went through quite a process to make sure that the block was levelled out by putting in the retaining. And then also the jasmine that cascades down the retaining walls makes a really lovely impact.
Great off-street parking, you can zip in and zip out.
Yes. A double car garage of that size back in the 50s was quite rare. Most of them are single garages up the side of the house. And that was one of the features that we loved about this house when we first bought it, was like, oh great, we're not losing any land space to have a double car garage.
Let's dive in the location. I mean, it's a super quiet private street.
Yep.
Imagine you've got some pretty nice neighbours that live here.
Yes, no, the neighbourhood is beautiful. It's definitely evolved over the 16 years we've been here. There was a lot of the original homeowners in the street. They've now moved on and now families have moved in. But one of the things that we've also noticed over that 16 years is the change in the cafes and the shops that are just around the corner. Obviously, Balwyn High has an exceptional reputation, but all the schools in the area, you know, you're close to all the private schools, go down to the Bellevue Park next to the kindergarten all the time, Hayes Paddock within walking's distance. So yeah, we utilise the parks a lot, particularly with the dog.
Is there anything last moment that you'd like to share to the buyer that's watching this before we round off today?
Yeah, one thing I'd like to finish on is that we have absolutely loved living in this house. It'd be sad to say goodbye, but we have put all the little details into this home with a lot of care and love. The steel doors, the finishes, everything is just something that we felt that this, you know, house needed and justified of.
Well, you've achieved a gorgeous home. Sabrina and I are really proud to represent your family in the sale. And on behalf of our agency, we're certainly looking forward to meeting you and helping you buy. We look forward to seeing you soon.